Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be budgeting out my monthly household budget for the month of November, which is also my birthday month, y'all. So we are going to get down into the numbers and also talk about some of the financial goals or maybe just things that I want to get done. So first we're going to do that. So we're going to go down to the financial goals and we are going to look at what I plan on doing. They may not necessarily be financial, but these are the things that I'm planning for the month of November for our house. If you are new to our channel, welcome, or my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another one. So the first thing that I am planning on doing for this month um that I do need to like work on is whenever this decides to type in here, y'all, is start prepping for Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays. I don't know if I enjoy it more. I'm gonna say that I like Thanksgiving more than I do Christmas because I was born on Thanksgiving. And I can't hate my birthday, right? I don't know, y'all. It's a give or take. I really do love Christmas, okay? Um, so I don't know, but they're my two favorite holidays. And y'all can see from just our budget and stuff, we don't really do much with the other holidays. So um yeah, that's kind of it. So we're gonna prep for Thanksgiving. That means that I'm gonna slowly get all of the food that we need, and everything to make sure that by like I want to get everything like a week before Thanksgiving because I feel like whenever holidays come around, as it gets closer, the more expensive things become. And I'm probably already late, but I'm thinking next week, like that first weekend in November, I will probably kind of stock up on all of the things that we need for Christmas. I mean, Thanksgiving and partially for Christmas to kind of save on the holiday, like rush and stuff like that. Next, during thanks or not during Thanksgiving, but during November, it's when maybe right after Thanksgiving, I like to get our Christmas tree up and I want to do house cleaned so it's like nice and fresh and getting the house looking all spicy, y'all. Now that I have a child, I want to build memories and traditions with her. So I'm focusing towards that in a sense. And then also, I want to start buying our Christmas gifts. As I'm doing this video, y'all, I bought baby girl like this little slide thing. And there's a whole nother story about it. But whenever I got the box to open it, like the excitement in her face, like was just like the best thing that I could ever like experience. It was just so precious. And I was like, girl, you are really going to enjoy Christmas. Mama's going to enjoy getting you things. Because I do love giving. I don't do it all the time, but I really do love giving. So why did I put start using, start buying Christmas gifts? And then to be very honest, the last financial goal is just to stay in budget, because I was really worried for myself because for the last 6 months I've been working on Saturdays and that really wasn't like that's not really my hours. It's just Monday through Friday. And so we've been having to pay for a babysitter 2 to 3 times a month. And that was getting very costly and digging into me paying off like my personal debt and adding money to like savings and stuff like that. Well, we are officially now back to our regular hours, which I am so excited about. So that is going to help me stay within budget, not spend money that I don't need to spend. So that 260, almost, $400 that I would have spent a month on just extra like daycare or babysitting, I can save that and put it towards something else. So my goal is to make sure that during this period of like spending, I'm actually saving money and staying within my budget. So we're going to go over first to our income, and we are going to budget for all of our paycheck income. We are budgeting $4,500, and my goal is to, at some point, hopefully in 2024, once I find out what our actual new mortgage will be, the goal is to budget our household account at $4,500. And then actually, we're gonna add 4,500 plus 13, so that's gonna be 58, because that is what I'm budgeting our rollover amount will be. I do have a buffer in our household checking account right now, and that helps us to cover for any overages in our utilities and different stuff like that. But the goal is to get a month or two ahead in the checking account, so we're not like waiting for a check to hit the account before we can pay bills. So now we're going to go over to our bills overview, you guys. So me and my husband, we share a household account, and or checking account, and we put a portion of our money into the account to make sure that those bills are covered. Whatever we do with the money that's left over in our personal accounts that take care of our personal needs. So like for me, I have personal debt, so I'm using my extra money to pay for my personal debt, my personal things, and so forth. So we are going to start off with my mortgage, or our mortgage. Our mortgage currently right now is 2308.34. And that is just because our house now is worth almost twice as it did when we bought it. So the taxes were super high and we were low on escrow. So we're paying back that escrow amount in this part of the mortgage. For my electric, I have a monthly budget of $127. I do know that electricity amount is now coming down from like last month. I think we paid like 260 or something like that. It was in the 200 range, which is not normal for our electricity, but it has been super, super hot here in Texas. Next is going to be utilities, which is our water, trash, sewage, and exorbitant tax fees. And right now I'm budgeting $146. That is now coming down as well too, especially now that we are not needing to like water the grass, which is really the biggest difference between what we pay in the summertime versus like the fall and winter time. Next is going to be internet, and that is all the same at 8509, and I'm hoping that there aren't any changes to that. Next is going to be daycare, and daycare is at 1040. I do know in February it will be going down because she will be moving to the next class up. For gas, we do have gas here. I always just budget a good $50. It is supposed to be cold, cold in the next week, or this week coming up, depending on when I put this out, but the week of Halloween. So we will have to we will probably use our heater starting that week. YouTube TV is going to be 9503, and then we have our security system, and that is going to be at $55.14. So that is where we are for all of the bills that we must pay, and that brings us to $3,906.60. Next, we are going to look at my savings overview. And I put all of my sinking funds into like generic categories, but they're all like broken down in our savings account. We have a Ally checking and savings account, and we keep all of our sinking funds in our Ally account. Some of them, though, are also in a SoFi savings account. So for entertainment consists of like holidays, vacation, fun, and Christmas. And for this month, because I don't believe that we plan on doing anything else, um, I plan on putting $25 together in our entertainment. I am going to slowly take my time and build these up, y'all. Just watch me work. Watch me work. Personal is going to be consistent of baby girl and clothes. So personal is going to be budgeted at $8. Transportation, which is car maintenance and car insurance, is going to be budgeted at 40. And these are kind of just like the minimums if I or when I get my extra commission check or extra money and stuff like that, I add a lot more to this. This is just what comes out of this budget. Next is going to be health, and that's just all things health, and we are going to be putting in $15. I will try to make sure I get more money into health because we cleared out everything last month, so we have nothing in there, and we are getting into that time where everyone is getting sick and you got to buy this, that, and the third, so need to make sure we get that. Next is going to be home maintenance, and home maintenance is just like home repairs, home projects, like pest control, like all of that kind of stuff, and our HOA, and I'm going to be budgeting $15 in here. Next is going to be pets. Pets is just going to be getting $2. I'm not going too crazy right now. I'm just trying to focus on some of the more important things. Miscellaneous is like all the other things that may be important or may not be important. So like that's things like saving up for additional taxes, moving, PTO, my husband, just all of those like random things, they fit into miscellaneous, and I'm going to be budgeting $7. And then lastly, we have our savings, and our savings is going to be our future savings, our emergency fund, and rainy day, and that is going to be getting $22. And I feel like I'm missing $10 here, y'all. I think that I'm missing $10, and we are going to put that extra $10 to savings. And if anything changes later on, then we'll change it later on. This should be $144. Okay, perfect. So that's where we are with our savings. And now we're going to head over to one debt. We have our Discover credit card for our household, and that's pretty much where we charge everything to that card. Things have definitely gotten out of hand over this last year, so we are slowly paying that card back off. So I am just right now budgeting $100 a month towards that card. My goal is to see how much I can pay off my personal and then start moving some of that money and splitting it between my personal debt and this household card, because y'all, there's some money on there and it needs to come down. And then lastly, we're going to be looking at expenses. So on my expenses for our household, you guys will see groceries, gas, household, and spending. There's no more personal on here because I'm just going to leave my personal stuff to personal. But whenever I am doing my expense tracker for my cashless envelopes, I will still keep you guys up to date with how much money goes into there, what I'm spending, and all of that good stuff. So for groceries, I'm actually just going to budget $300. I don't know. Do I want to do 300 or do I want to do $400? I'm really going to do $300. I'm going to budget $300 for groceries. I'm still going to budget $200 for gas. Household is going to get budgeted at $150, because right now I'm thinking for the month of for household, I have already bought diapers that should, I'm not going to say that it is, but it should last us at least for the month of November. And I've gotten wipes already. And I'm trying to save up money, or my goal is to save up money so that for December, I can do a whole household stock up for household goods like toilet paper, paper towel, soap, laundry detergent, all that good stuff. So we'll see. I'm going to still do 150 here. And then for spending, I'm going to budget. $30. And that leaves us room for maybe like one small miscellaneous meal or something like that. So we are budgeting $680 for our expenses, y'all. So now we're going to go over to the budget overview and just look at what we are projecting for the month of November. We are planning our income to be $5,800, our bills at 3906.60, our expenses, which is our cashless cash envelopes, at $680, our debt at 100, savings at $144, and nothing towards investments, which will leave me with a total of $969.40. Okay, y'all. So excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. That is what we're looking at for the month of November for our household account. Stay tuned for our weekly check-ins where I come on here and show you guys what bills were paid and what we spend in our sinking funds and savings and cashless envelopes for the week as well too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next